Say in a worst case scenario, the water here at Pier 62 would be 10 feet high. That's about 5 feet above my head and as high as the roof lines of the buildings behind me. And I would only have 3 minutes to get out and get to higher ground after the earthquake hit.
Our tsunami modeling shows that there could be inundation in this Soto waterfront area.
A new study on the Seattle fault shows the devastating impacts that a worst-case scenario 7.5 magnitude quake and tsunami could have on the city.
A wall of water could travel over the piers.
That includes a 42-foot wave that could rush over a good portion of the Great Wheel.
Our model shows around 40 feet at the Great Wheel, so about a quarter of the way up the Great Wheel.
With wave arrival time estimated in 2 minutes and the first wave crest in 3. Places like Harbor Island, as shown in this simulation, could see a 7-foot wave, and the container terminal could get hit with up to 44 feet of water.
The tsunami up to 40-foot waves across Harbor Island, significant inundation potentially here in downtown Seattle, and all across Puget Sound. That is going to devastate all of the infrastructure, the ports, the marinas, the buildings that are on the waterfront.
The water could also reach 5 to 6 feet at Lumen Field and T-Mobile Park.
With the limited amount of time before the wave arrives, you're already likely high up in the stadium, and so I would say if I were there, I would probably stay where I am and wait.
Karina says the shortwave arrival time was the most surprising aspect of the study.
I was pretty shocked, frankly, and as a resident of Seattle, quite shocked to now see this new science that shows how high those waves will get, in some places 40 feet right here, and going in as far as half a mile to a mile, which is pretty significant when you think about the amount of population, the density of this area.
Officials say now is the time to consider a survival plan.
If you feel the ground shaking and you're near the water and you need to drop to the ground, cover your head and neck and try to protect yourself until the shaking stops, or as soon as you feel it's safe, or you can get up and move to high ground as quickly as possible.
If you're in a high story, you have such limited time to evacuate that being on the top floor or roof of whatever building you're in is likely your evacuation option if you're in the immediate downtown waterfront area.
You should also prepare for the aftermath, including a lack of water, sewer, and electric services. Max says some buildings, overpasses, and roads will also likely buckle or fail.
All your lifelines, your communications, your water, sewer, all of that is going to be damaged.
Karina says the probability of an earthquake that size is low, but they want to be prepared. The last time this fault produced an earthquake of around that size was about 1,100 years ago. The risk of a quake coming from the Seattle fault is lower than from the Cascadia subduction zone. Hillary says now it's up to state and local officials to try to map out the best escape routes, get off the waterfront in order to keep people safe should something like that hit. Reporting from Seattle, Jennifer Dowling, Fox 13 News.